those pieces are very important. Last time you had given us some kind of figures. Can you refresh our memory on those maybe?
So you're saying, hear me. So that each state does it a little different. And I think I mentioned last time, places like New York required, and they actually say property or the right to use property up to $2 million. It's got a few different pieces to it. So you can stitch it together a couple different ways, or a surety bond up to that amount. So you could, and the surety bond, I believe, is to yourself. So it's just ensuring that you have those funds. Other states are a little more stringent. I think I mentioned, I believe it's Illinois. I'll have to pull my notes, but they require the cash to a certain amount or a bond in that amount if you don't have the cash.
So what
assets.
was their amount? I mean, do you know the numbers?
I think it was around 1.5 or 2 million. I can pull those numbers for you again, but it's around that number. Of course, that's Illinois and New York, but those are sort of the. And then other states, I think, use that as just a merit criteria. Like, do you have the ability to have access to certain funds, or certain property, what would have you?
I guess my thought is, does the cost of the facility change from New York or Illinois? I mean, it seems like there might be some difference in property value, but
Sure, I'm
what
sure.
you're gonna have to do on the inside, and, I mean, there's a ventilation component, there's security, there's, all the production facilities, all of that has to go into it.
You know
Right.
how long it takes a facility to run before producible product is available and into a dispensary? That a facility, a cultivation facility would have to have funds to support that facility without any revenue coming in?
That's not something that I have any readily available information on.
Because that's important, knowing how much money they would, I would think they would need to start a facility.
Right, I'm sure it'll be tied into maturity point, things like that. But as Illinois and New York go, those are prerequisites to get in.
You know how long it took for those facilities to go from the ground to?
I could try and find more information about that if you'd like. I know it took a while for them to figure out what the winning bids would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you've got both, we've got to think of it from how long it would take from both the time we actually issue the license, because that's day one, I guess, that you could start the process. And you know, I want to say it seemed like it was 3 or 4 months they were talking about on that video, but I may have my math wrong. But then we've got the process of even assuming that's there, how many dispensaries are going to be available to take it? And, you know, I mean, at a certain point, where's all the timelines going to line up? And that's the hard part. Seems like you would have to have at least 6 months or a year of operating capital.
But none of the facilities were under $1.5 million to set up. None of them.
That's something, again, I'd have to look at more information. And I will tell you another thing that may be helpful to the discussion is a lot of those states, you didn't have to post that bond until you were given the successful, in some of them you had so many days to post that bond if you were successfully chosen. You just had to have the ability to be able to go out and get that bond.